And welcome to the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge post-game show here on the Greg Cherry brand and, of course, the Jeff Meacham Network. I'm Jeff Meacham. That's me. Hi. You just saw me during the 5 o'clock hour doing Rewind with Greg, watching that ridiculous match with Piper and Adonis. And now you just finished watching Greg's best friend in the world, T-Fame, defeat Jordan Owens, from WWT. And T-Fame, as I was kind of actually looking forward to Travis moving on. I'm not going to lie, because it's always about the best friend angle. Like, we're going to see Greg's best friend progress into the next round now. I'm looking forward to see how it plays out here as we move along. And joining me now is the host of the Wrestling Trivia Challenge and the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge champion, maybe. And there it is. There we go. Damn button. Piece of crap. Hi.
What's up?
That
I'm
was
eating. I hope nobody minds.
What's that?
I'm eating. I hope nobody minds.
Dude, it's 6:30. Who gives a shit? Like, for real.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's dinner hour. It's all good. Yeah. So Josh made it to the post game. He barely made it back for the end of the game. So we're glad you made it over, Josh. Good job, buddy. And the Cleavers here. So yeah. I said it during the chat. I'm so glad I'm out of this damn tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you get to relax and watch the rest of
this. Yeah, this is bonkers. Although I did get a surge at the end there. I am so proud that I always know the Taz question, because that was the very first ECW I ever saw live as it happened.
There you go.
I was at my buddy Greg's house 22 years ago. Holy crap. 32 years. No. Yeah, 32 years ago. Excuse me. Right?
No,
22, 1990. Okay, sorry, I'm backwards. Yeah, 22 years ago, I'm sitting in my friend's, unfortunately, very smoke-hazed living room, because his mother was a chain smoker, God love her, and watching Taz become world champion for the first time. So anytime the question comes up, I like the muscle memories there of where I was. So, of course, I've seen everything since then. So it's been a wild ride with ECW. But yeah, I agree. What a match! That was an incredible. You mentioned it at the very end there. T-Fame, or Heath mentioned, he got goose egg last time. So the fact that he's moving on, I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets to you. I really am.
Yeah, he had a rough second round last year or 2 years ago against David Diaz. And depending on who wins the Andrew Hayes Scott Gauda match, that one's going to be a tight one too.
Yeah, absolutely.
T-Fame had an impressive performance today. The questions were right in his wheelhouse for the most part. And JPO was a good challenger. It started to look like it was going to be one-sided, but he close times.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was very much like a Greg Cherry defense. Like, he started off stutter stepping it, and then that's like, and then he never caught Travis like you would end up catching everybody else later on. But it still looked like. Now, I had a very big interview yesterday. You had a great trivia thing to host today and Rewind earlier. But the question of the day. What are you eating tonight?
I'm eating crab stir fry. Which,
that sounds delightful. Good Lord.
Oh, it is. It is.
Like, we don't get a lot of crab here because my mom's allergic to shellfish. So she makes crab dip. Like it's like a crab cheese. Whenever you get out here, because we're going to get you out here at some point, even if it isn't to WrestleMania, so be it. But you and Jen are having my mom's crab cheese dip. Ask the former Mrs. Rift and the former Mrs. Aaron. Oh my God, dude! It's like they would come over here just get. If I didn't have the crab cheese dip, they would leave. They would just sit on the porch. So, tremendous. Anyway, Cleaver's happy to be part of this tournament. I'm happy you're in it too, man. Like, Greg and I went back and forth all season when you were defending the title. Like, he got so dicked. He really did, because of scheduling shenanigans. So I'm happy you're in, man. I'm glad you're here.
I'm happy he's in, and we got his match recorded. It's already in the can, so we don't have to worry about scheduling or anything. That his match with Louis Dangor is already in the can, and that will be airing 3 weeks from today, I believe, because it's the last.
Sounds right.
It's the last match of the first round.
Right.
So next week, the Combat Wrestling Trivia champion Matthew Rosa, one-on-one with Ruben Garcia.
Oh, man.
That's next week's match. Now, I do want to warn people now. and this is just for everybody's edification.
Right.
There are some serious audio issues with this recording because we weren't able to record through StreamYard. We had to record through Skype. So if it seems a little choppy next week, it's because I have to edit the living shit out of it.
Right.
So I'm going to try something innovative, which I'll go over whether or not it works on the post show next week. But I'm going to try something to salvage the match because I'm going to tell you right now, the match itself is fantastic.
Oh, of course. Well, it should be with those two guys. So, you know.
Yeah. If the audio would have been perfect, I would have been like, guys, listen, this is the match of the first round.
Yeah.
It still possibly is the match of the first round, but I just hope I'm able to make it presentable.
Well, it's funny, like the whole way, you know, going, you know, I was saying that our first round, the triple threat was the match of the tournament, but these matches are just getting better, and better. Like it's, I'm continually amazed at how awesome they're getting. It's ridiculous. It really is. And I'm so impressed with your, because you and Aaron and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like, we've been doing this for how many years now? Four years? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is our fourth year. How many episodes? 20 at least questions per episode. We're up in the quadruple digits of questions at this point. Like, it's out of hand. It's out of hand, and I barely did any of it. Thank God. Like, Greg and Aaron have been carrying the load, you know, almost as bad as Tommy Dreamer tried to carry Colin Delaney. You know, it's just ridiculous, like how much they've been carrying this thing question-wise, and I applaud them. And yeah, I said JB3 is the devil. I stand with what I said, because that question about the climax, screw that. No friggin' way I'm getting that. I had no idea what that answer was.
I have to deal with the New Japan questions all the time over in CWT. So,
I'm sure.
I get it. Yeah, but you know what? If nothing else, the G1 style tournament that they're doing over at CWT, which I believe JB3 let me know if it starts this week, this upcoming week, or the week after. Right. I've already recorded a match for, no spoilers, but New Japan trivia is in there, and a whole lot of stuff that is going to make me realize how much I actually don't know. Which it seems
so funny.
It seems impossible because I've had this for 3 years and about a month.
Right.
It seems ridiculous to me that, holy crap, there's a lot of stuff I don't know. And once I do know it, I'm going to be unstoppable.
Right. Yeah. It's very much like, you know, when I was champion for as long as I was, and I very rarely had the loss until came up against your juggernaut ass. It's like I thought I knew everything, and then, you know, the Aaron throws the questions at me, and then watching this whole season so far with the tournament, I'm just like I can't even, like I keep saying, I'm so glad I'm out. I'm so glad I get to host the post game, and that's all I do. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
I'm very grateful for that. Starts February 22nd, 7 p.m. over on the Combat Wrestling Trivia YouTube. So go subscribe to that if you want to see more of yours truly involved in that.
Definitely.
Also, Cass.
And I do want to get a few plugs in real quick, because Colin's mentioning his. I'm going to mention a couple of mine too. But Colin actually sent me the video in my little promo group chat I have set up, and I'm definitely going to use the video. If I get the damn thing with Adam edited, my God, it's a mess. I'm not going to lie. That'll be part of it. But yes, predictions for Vengeance Day. I will have predictions for Vengeance Day. I'm gonna see what my window is with Noah putting the prediction thing together. I'm gonna try to do it Saturday, and if I can't do a video, I'm just gonna send in the text. It's like I got so much to edit, so much to film still, that, you know, I mean, you know how it is. It's bonkers. So, and over on my end, let me get rid of that. Come on, stupid thing. I'm on the air, Dylan. Need to back away. I'm live on a post game. I'll talk to you in a few minutes. As we were airing the tournament match, our buddy JJ Williams, the Renegade himself, he of the tank tops, was airing his review of Soul Food over on the Constantine Studios channel. So I encourage you guys to go, when you're done here, go give that a look. JJ is like such a movie buff. He loves his movies, and he makes sure he does the work. He's bugging me about recording a review. Yes, we're going to do it, of Song of the South. And he's been bugging me like have you done your notes? Dude, I watched it once when you sent me the file. You've seen how busy I've been. You saw how close I was yesterday, dude. I haven't done anything today except sit here and watch you guys and watch the network just to zone out and relax. So I will get to it, but he puts in the work. He is as dedicated to his movie reviews as you have been to your trivia, Rain, and I applaud both of you equally for your homework. It's ridiculous how much you guys do. And it's funny because Adam said the same thing about me yesterday when we were sitting there recording this. And let me hang on a minute here because that's got the network thing in the corner that I put up there myself. There we go. He commended me because when I had him on the first time talking about the documentaries, like I knew stuff that you could only know if you actively watched the documentaries he put out and took notes, got details, whatever. And he found that so commendable because he's had a lot of interviews that he's given as a result of doing these things, and they're just, cookie cutter bullshit. So I have been so blessed to have you and JJ and Mikey, certainly with his sports stats. Holy crap. To have my network and my group of people that we've kind of taken out of the no DQ bubble, for lack of a better term, and really branched out, and we all know what we know, and it makes for a beautiful harmony of broadcast. It's great. I love it. So digging it the most. So yeah, go watch AJ Soul Food review. Get ready for the two whitest guys in the room reviewing Song and South. That won't be controversial or anything. So yes. I'm making the Disney logo on that corner.
And of course, I have a link tree on my Twitter, which links to not only my Twitter page, which if you're already there, then you know where that's at, my Instagram, all of the Teespring stores I do, the Great Cherry brand, the Jeff Meacham Network, and the GCB Originals, which is shirts that aren't necessarily related to me, but it's the shirts that I designed. So if anybody needs a shirt that's not directly related to the Great Cherry brand or the Jeff Meacham Network, hit me up, let me know. I'll get you a design. I do charge a little bit of a fee, but I mean, that's to be expected for me putting in the work.
Well, yeah, I mean, put it this way. I paid what I paid for this because it was for the shirt and for the logo being in their system and the rush job. Because I put this order in, I think Sunday or Saturday, and I got it Monday. So that's from my guy that undecided who I plugged this morning on Rewind. So, when we get the Teespring shirts, they're going to be awesome because Teespring does a great job. But I like the logo itself. Adam was like he liked it. So I'm glad I got a Back to the Future guy giving it the 2 thumbs up. That was awesome. I'm so appreciative of that. And I have given Greg some other designs to mold over because when I originally did the network logo with my other friend Greg back in the day, I could have cut that part out of the thing with Adam too. Jesus. The original logo was supposed to be Wolfpack-esque. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not. So he and I are gonna collaborate. We're gonna see what we can come up with and get a whole bunch of stuff rolled out because I'm trying very hard to not only roll out more merch and get more content out there, but also kind of expand the horizons because we are very much a wrestling channel, both of us. But your Greg Cherry show covers a lot of stuff. Yep. And you are such a sports guy, especially your football teams and your Yankees. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up because it's so funny. I was talking with I think I was talking with my dad yesterday about this because we were talking about Pennsylvania hockey teams, and I brought up the Flyers came up in the rankings first on Mikey's side. And I'm like, oh, Greg's not going to like that. Well, what do you mean? It's Pennsylvania. I'm like, we're going to edit that out, Mikey, because no.
Is he not aware of the Penguins-Flyers, interstate rivalry?
I'm not sure if he's not aware of it or just didn't go there in his head because we were also trying to get through the NHL stuff pretty fast because we were talking about Super Bowl primarily on Tuesday.
He needs to know I'm Western Pennsylvania, man. That's
man. It's see, the thing is, people don't. It's funny. Like in hockey, they're in completely different conferences, right? Mm-hmm. Or I mean, actually, hockey they're not because they're both in the Eastern Conference, but they're in different divisions usually. Right now, it's batshit, so whatever. But so we don't get the Pittsburgh, Philadelphia thing. But and I don't understand the people that like the Dodgers but hate the Angels. That makes no sense to me in baseball. Completely different leagues. They play each other 4 times all year. But if you like the Kings and the Ducks, you need a couch and a professional going, what? Like that makes no sense to me. That blows my mind.
It's like some people say that they're a fan of the Yankees and the Red Sox. It's like that's not possible.
No, you can't do that. Like no. And if you are, I'll tell you what. Anybody out there watching this, whoever's watching this or on demand or whatever, if you are a legitimate fan of both the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, and you feel your reason is legitimate and rational, contact the Greg Cherry brand or the Jeff Meacham Network. And we will bring you on the air, and you can display your duh for the world. Like, because no.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But anyway, we're coming off on the weeds as we usually do here. But yeah, this tournament is just so and it's funny. Somebody asked, or let me see who it was. So Josh was wondering, how does one audition for the tournament? I had to tell everybody during the course of Greg's monumental season-ending victory and the road to that, Greg's picking people out. And it's not just people been on the show before. It's not just Jeff cherry picking people. These guys that are in this tournament are the best of the best from all brands. Mm-hmm. This is like the WWF should have done in 2001 when they gobbled up every friggin' buddy. There should have been a bracket of AWA guys, a bracket of ECW guys, a bracket of WCW guys, and a bracket of WWF guys. That's what this tournament is. It really is.
Yeah. And you figure with some of the bigger names like, the Adam Blampiers and the Louis Dangors, I mean, Wrestle Talk has a huge following. So to have the ability to have them in this tournament is such a big deal. And the fact is, Adam Blampier is having another match. Whether or not Louis does, we'll see in a few weeks. But
determined, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have to start recording some second round matches. I'm running out of first round matches to post.
I was gonna say you got to be getting close now.
Yeah, I was talking with Chris Cass and my goodness, I just blanked. Paul Mead.
Okay, yeah, love Paul
because they have a first round or a second round match rather. So that one is hopefully getting done early next week. Right. I want to be relatively ahead of the curve as far as recording goes to give myself as much time possible to record them and get them edited. And fortunately, I don't think we're going to have any more audio issues, hopefully. As far as the tournament goes, again, next week, bear with us, please. Because I'm going to try and work my magic with that to see what I can do. But
you can only do what you can do, brother. And unfortunately, as much as we want to try to make things like this happen in this world, we don't have. Well, let me get rid of that banner. Where'd it go? There you got it. You're good. Go ahead. Yeah, Adam was on last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah,
the episode's up. It has almost 1,000 views, which is awesome for my channel.
I love that. That's so cool. And we got 100 subscribers or more because of that. That's tremendous.
I got over 100 subscribers from that. That was pretty
wonderful, man.
Pretty sweet deal. But yeah, Adam Blampier from Wrestle Talk, Louis Dangor from Wrestle Talk, former Quizlemania champion himself. Both of them in the tournaments. Again, Louis Dangor facing off against the Cleaver, Colin Andrew. I believe that's the first week of March. Is
right. Yeah. That should be the week of my birthday. That should be the Friday of that week, Thursday of that week, rather. Yeah.
Yep. So the next 3 weeks, I'll tell you this. Next week, Matthew Rosa, Ruben Garcia. That match is going to be amazing. The week after that, Andrew Hayes of the No D crew of Combat Wrestling Trivia against a man who actually took a championship in trivia from me, Scott Gata.
Oh yeah.
And then in 3 weeks' time, Louis Dangor, Colin Andrew.
And Scott's another guy that freaking we dangled with quite a bit, unfortunately, before we got him on. That was kind of a mess too, but we got him on. It was cool.
Adam needs to convince Sean, meaning Sean
Yep.
Rossap, to finally face you. Here's the thing. I actually contacted SRS to be in the tournament. He politely turned me down. He wasn't like, no, I'm not doing that. He was very kind about it.
Right.
Said he was busy. So I understand that. That is what it is. It would have been cool to have him. He would have been really good. But
I would have liked to have seen Denise Salcedo since she's Sean's right-hand person.
I never heard back.
Yeah. Denise is hard to get a hold of unless you already know her, from what I've been told. And I do know somebody that does already know her, but that went right flat on its ass. So, and like Greg said, the editing thing, unfortunately, guys, for next week, we don't have the luxury of having one of these to go back and fix it. So, it's you just got to be patient with Greg next week. But the match itself is tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Ruben, the guy who made both of us sweat for an hour. So,
and it's Matthew Rosa, who has been Combat Wrestling Trivia champion for over a year. So it's not like these two are slouches by any stretch of the imagination.
No. Have you thought about the Cultaholic guys? You and I talked about that, I thought.
I actually didn't think of Cultaholic, but
okay.
I guess Adam Pacitti is one of them, right? I could have got him. That would have been interesting. Maybe next.
Remember, Greg had to pick 14 people because he already had 3 of us. We were set in stone.
Yeah.
So he had to narrow down all these because there are a lot of freaking wrestling trivia people out there in YouTube land.
Yeah.
He had to narrow down to 14, y'all. That's a bitch of a task itself.
Maybe next time he'll get Kenny McIntosh. He's really good.
There you go. I like it. I dig it.
But here's what I'm thinking. I know we've done the traditional seasons where the champion defends every week. I kind of like the future of WTC as being tournaments.
Yeah, I do too.
Because whoever gets the shot earns it.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're just throwing people to have defenses against. No, whoever wins the tournament earns it. So this may be the future of Wrestling Trivia Challenge is the tournament.
Right. And it goes back to the argument you and I laid out roughly halfway through the championship season. He doesn't defend enough. 36 in the can, which means he's 3 years good. Piss off. So it's simple as that. So if he faces the tournament winner twice a year, he's still ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
So at least for a little while. I would enjoy that because then I can just be post game guy and not have to worry about this shit anymore.
Unless I decide to throw you in the tournament again.
No.
Are you done now?
I'm retired.
Okay.
And yes, I'm really retired. Not wrestling
retired now. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not wrestling retired. I'm retired. Yeah.
By the way,
perfectly fine sitting here and yeah.
By the way, the current Quizlemania champ is Andy Datson. Just for the record.
But as you revealed this morning on Rewind, you are the three-time fan Quizlemania champion of the world. So there you go.
I have 2 trophies. The third will be sent to me.
That's right.
I've got to frustrate them a lot because that's a lot for international shipping.
Right.
But at this rate, I'm just like, hey guys, I've won it 3 times. I'm gonna make you guys lose Patreon subscribers if I freaking take all of these. Just put me on regular Quizlemania, and then everybody else can have a shot. That's what it is.
And as I botched this afternoon earlier, love him or hate him, you gotta respect him. You'll never forget him. So there you go. And as we've said for so very long now, based on what you just said with oh wait, you don't have the banner. There it is. Come on, guys. I mean, really.
It'll happen. I have a feeling in due time it'll happen.
That's it. We need to make this a trending topic just to get in Sean's craw. Okay. We need to make him.
It would be SRS is just a guess. He's not he has no control over that.
Well, he can still be itched about it and go to the people in their dream.
I wouldn't worry about it. Just focus on the Wrestle Talk, guys.
Okay, fine.
But
I love Josh's honesty here. I'd say no chance against Greg unless my super secret Faith Undertaker question somehow comes up. It's like, well, don't reveal it. You never know.
Don't reveal it, but also that would be one question out of 20.
Hey, but you know what though? It would be the opposite of Brock, but he could be the one in 19-1, and that's okay. That's okay. I wish I could fast forward to see what right, exactly, dude. Here,
I have a feeling. Just based off the first round matches, I have a prediction. I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh, okay.
But
then you say who wins the next 3 weeks. Yes.
Yeah. I have a prediction. That's all I'm saying. And I kind of hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, because whoever wins this is up against you. So it's yeah.
But then again, if I'm wrong, then the person who wins beats the person I thought was going to win. So I don't know how.
How do you? Yeah. That's
but
the
hey,
thing.
You actually have time to come up with 20 questions and 2 skips for that match because you're gonna have to host the title match.
No, I know that's fine. I'm okay. Yeah, I don't mind doing 22 questions, just not 222. So, yeah.
But anyway,
I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, you said it right now. It's like you can predict whoever you think, and you can hope whatever you want. But these 14 guys, which is now going to be 8, obviously, or 17 guys, which is going to be 8. These 8 guys are not, they're not freaking ham and eggers, as the Weasel would say. They're going to give you a run for your money, man. So we got asked this quite a bit, Josh, especially from my boy Mikey Statboy. No, like that there's unfortunately there's no draw for that, because if you're facing the champion and you beat the champion in a non-title match, then you have to do another match anyway. So there's really no point in using the recording time for an exhibition. Like Greg's got other stuff, I've got other stuff. Whoever's challenging Greg would have other stuff going on in their life. Like it's too much to take up 2 recordings worth if you really think about it, So yeah, Mikey wanted to challenge me in the entire 2 years I was champion 4 times. So, and it's like, dude, if it's exhibition, it's not worth my time. So anyway,
but we can consider you for the next tournament because
totally.
That's ways down the road.
Like second half of the year. Yeah.
Although you realize, like, if the tournament winner beats me and I put myself in the next tournament, then all the question writing is back on you.
You better not lose the title.
No guarantees, because I know who's in this tournament.
Oh, I know. And yeah, we both know, and we've both faced a few of them. So yeah,
But I think
we're at the bottom of the hour. And we want to make sure we give our friends over at the NoDQ.com channel time to settle in for the NoDQ review, because it's an interesting show this week, because they're talking about the Bad Bunny guy, or whatever the hell his name is, and they're talking about Drew's drawing power as champion. So I really want to see what the 4 of them have to say, because I'm curious, because I was going to be on this show and I declined in favor of somebody else. So I'm curious where they're going to go today. So.
But that's all for us this week. Tune in next week to see really what's the match of the tournament so far, in my opinion. Ruben Garcia, Matthew Rosa.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to win that one? We'll see next week. And we'll see all you guys here next week on the Wrestling Trivia Challenge.